welcome back to the Talos Principle. I'm dear darling, and who are we? What's our purpose? Why don't we answer these questions together? Where it's been about almost a month since I've last played for Talos Principle, so I'm a little bit out of practice, but luckily I have a vague memory basically of what's going on and sort of what we need to do. Last time I remember we spent forever basically trying to figure out how to get that star, and I'm pretty sure I figured it out because I watched that video afterwards, and it's basically as soon as I finished recording it I watched it over a few times, and I'm pretty sure the idea I had of making the blue beacon and the other beacon together, sorry, blue beacon here, and then using the other beacon there instead of as a red beacon to connect to this blue beacon. I'm pretty sure you can see the you'll be able to see that left blue beacon from that stage, and thus be able to get the star, if I recall. I don't quite remember how these levels go. I just remember that in concept because I made a helpful note for myself in my notepad. Do you want? I'll read it out for you. It goes, Talos Principle: get blue beacon in quarantine level, get blue beacon in the opposite level, use that second blue beacon to get laser into area. And I vaguely remember sort of these levels, so it's not too bad, but yeah, that's basically what we're just gonna start off with, to warm myself back up into playing Talos Principle, because as I say, it's been, I think I last recorded about 3 weeks ago or something, so it's been quite a while since I've done anything in Talos Principle, so it might be, I might need a little bit of a warm up to really get back into the swing of things. But I remember this thing really annoying me. I think I actually mentioned it in the video. I was like, I wonder if we, oh, I didn't realise there was one there. I wonder if we had to make like a blue beacon here and connect it to this one over here to use it over there. I think I said that in the video near the end. And, you know, I was completely right, as it turns out. I just didn't actually try it before I needed it done. So this is going to be a bit of a nuisance because we actually we need to go get, oh, we only need to get that cube. Okay, that's not too bad then, I believe. So yeah, forgive me if I feel or look like I'm a little bit out of practice. I am, is basically all I can say to that. But hopefully I'm not too far out of practice that I can't quite remember how things go. So yeah, I mean, from your perspective, like, nothing's really changed, but from my perspective, I'm just like, well, it's been so long since I played this game. How has this happened? So yeah, how you're doing, I suppose. Here in UK, it's gone extremely cold now. We're in very much cold weather sort of situation. I think we can do it like this. I'm just trying to figure out how this goes. We want to send you flying upwards first, and then we want to. Do we? No, we don't actually. Now I think about it. We want to connect you to the blue beacon, then put you on, and then we want. I hope these two can actually see each other. I didn't actually think about if these two could or not. Otherwise, this might be a wasted start to the episode, in which case I'll just restart and you'll probably never even see this. Or maybe you will. I'm too lazy to not do that. Okay, luckily that can see that. Okay, so now we need to go solve that top puzzle again. Actually, I don't know if we need to solve the entire thing. I can't quite recall, but I sort of vaguely remember this puzzle. This puzzle is a one where you got things and you send them back and forth over to each other, and once you get the jammer, basically everything's super easy. Right? Something like that. Yeah, forgive me, it's pretty cold, so I've got a little bit of a sniffle, and I've got a little bit of not a cold, but you know, I have a sort of chronic-esque cough, which is a bit of a nuisance here and there. How do we start this level again? I don't remember. We need to get that connector. Oh, okay, that's right. We use a jammer. Sorry, it's been a while. Like, it's gonna look really weird to you because you are probably gonna watch us like maybe 3 days after I released the last one, or maybe 4 days, depending on if it's a weekend one or not. I can't remember. And you're gonna be like, how has she forgotten everything about this game? That it's just, you know, that do be how it goes sometimes. I do remember, you know, things do stick in my brain, kind of. We use this fan to send us across. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. We do this. Oh no, we use the jammer to jam that thing and send us across here. Wait, we need a cube. I can't remember anything. This is not correct. We need to get the cube out of there using this. Okay, that's right. And then we use the cube to get the jammer out, and then we use another cube to get another cube, right? And we need 2 connectors. It's starting to come back to me very slowly. No, we bring the cube into here, don't we? This is very confusing. It's a good thing we started out doing something I basically kind of know the solution to, so it's not going to be too bad, too much of a memory leap in the first place, otherwise it's going to be very, very confusing. But we do have one more level in this area, and I do want to get the star, because these stars are very hard to come by in the first place. I want to get these stars while I still can. At least have the vaguest memory of doing it. You might say, why didn't you do this, like, before? You're right, I probably should have done this before. Oh yeah, we need another cube to get this cube, but I don't... Do we need the cubes? I don't remember what we need the cubes for. We need to get the other connector, but I don't remember where the other connector is. Is it on the other side of this? It might be over here. Yes, that's where it is. And we need the jammer here, and then we need the two connectors. No, we don't need the jammer here. We need the jammer outside. I can't. I actually just legitimately can't remember like almost anything. We don't need this fan anymore, so this fan we can use as a weight block, I believe. Where's the other cube? Actually, we don't need to do any of that because this is already open. I forgot. Yeah, we don't need to do any of that. All right, then. Good job, me. But puzzle brain working. I'm just gonna blame the fact that it's really cold. You know, my brain is freezing up or something. I don't know. I haven't thought that far. But yeah, I remember I noticed in the video you could actually see this beacon just about from this video, from this side, and I didn't put it together, but it means that you could probably see it from back here, and you could probably get the laser across to here. I didn't put that together in the video, but I put it together after the video, which is, you know, just as good as almost putting it together in the video. Or something. Oh yeah, so, basically, I basically just had, like, a huge backlog before, because Life is Strange, True Colors hadn't come out yet, so I couldn't record any videos for it, but now it has, so now I can. So now that doesn't have a backlog anymore. Hold on, does this even work? Okay, it does. It does. What? What? Oh, you're connecting to the wrong thing. I was like, how does this not work? You're connecting to the red thing at the back. That's not what I wanted to connect you to, isn't it? I want to connect you to the beacon. Is that the beacon? That's the beacon. Yeah, so I just built up like a massive Talos principle backlog, which... Oh, yes, I need to get all the cubes. I remember now. That's a thing. This is why we need to go over here, because there's a cube waiting for us here, and we need 3 cubes to jump over that thing. Okay, it's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. So we need to go get the other cube, which will be easily done with a jammer, if I recall. Where's a jam over here? So I'm sprinting about. So yeah, but now that backlog's done, a lot of people have been leaving comments on videos. You know, people like us playthrough. Apparently there wasn't many Let's Plays of it when it first came out, which is a shame really, because this seems like a very ingenious sort of game, but I understand puzzle games don't necessarily always get the attention that they deserve, I think. Which is a shame, because I do love my puzzle games, if that isn't obvious enough. And, you know, if people like watching me play them, that makes me even more happy to hear, so... I suppose there's always a bit of a worry, well, at least personally for me, when I play puzzle games, that it's kind of boring to watch me, because it's just like, is it fun to watch someone else solve a puzzle? I guess in certain aspects, yeah, it kind of is, and in certain aspects it's not. I guess it's more fun to see people succeed, and it only gets frustrating when people are kind of, how to tactfully put it, not so great at puzzle games. I like to think myself as reasonable. I'm not going to toot my own horn and be like, oh, I'm the best puzzle master, I don't know, out there. Obviously, I still get stumped. I'm still only human, after all. Do we read these? I don't remember. It seems my refusal to argue semantics of a computer has angered it, and has refused to engage with me further. Elohim is pleased, which was not my intention. Elohim is pleased because you swallow his claptrap. The voice of doubt is your only line of defense. So yeah, now we're actually going to test how much we remember from Talos Principle we're actually doing a new level. But yeah, I'm glad people like us Let's Play. So, you know, if you like this Let's Play, please do continue to support it. Like, comments, subscriptions. I do read all comments, even if I don't respond to them immediately. Big stairs, little stairs, cardboard box. So, yeah. Basically, this is my appreciation for your appreciation, if anything. I was like, you like watching it, I like playing it. Let's continue having this good partnership, I suppose. I don't really know where I was going with this. Okay, this is a very interesting sort of setup. So that's a button to power this fan. We can power this. We only seem to have one fan thing. So yeah, people have been leaving like helpful comments and stuff. Probably not that I can really recall most of them. That's going to lead to a button probably. I kind of want to see what's up here. I'm sorry if I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. Interesting. This does not go very high up, but it does allow us to see this laser. So it makes me think we need to... There's so many cubes around this place. There's been at least 3 cubes that I can see. 4 cubes, maybe. I'm going to try and take what you said into account, which is why I didn't want the backlog to be so long, so I could actually put things into practice. Wow, okay, so the ultimate goal is we need to get a red laser there. I don't know how many connectors we got, is a weird thing. Wow, this is such a strange level. Everything's so scattered about. It's actually kind of hard to figure out where we need to go first. Probably first we use these things, these as cubes to get other cubes so we can get other things. So this is probably the first thing we need to get. There's one over here we need a red laser for. Interesting. Is this the same? This is that same cube. Okay. We will use this cube to get this cube. Basically, let's just try and get all the cubes first. I think is a good way to go about things. We can use this cube here just to see if there's anything in here of particular note. Doesn't seem like it. We don't need to look out for a star anymore because we've already found the star. Okay, so we need to get cubes to get up to this cube. How many cubes do we need? This is the wildest thing about this level is how many cubes. It looks like we'll need 4 cubes to get this cube, which is a bit weird, to say the very least. So ultimately, we haven't even seen the connector yet. That's interesting. I don't know where the connector is. Okay, this requires, yes, 3. Okay, so we need 4 cubes in total here. So perhaps let's not trap this cube behind here. I'm sorry if I'm sprinting that. It's a bit disorientating. I didn't like to do it all that much because it made me honestly a little bit nauseous sometimes. I don't get the point of this fan. I'm trying to think. The other fans I can see are useful of this fan. I can't really see useful of this fan though. Is a problem. Oh, maybe there will be 2 connectors in this level. So we have one here, one there. I'm not really sure. Either way, we need to figure out where the connector is. We need to get the blue laser over here. Where is the connector? Have I just missed it? Is it just... It must just be sitting somewhere. Or something. Make sure we check every nook and cranny for any QR codes. So I'm trying to not use the sprint button all too much in case it makes me nauseous again, which is not like association you want. And, you know, for people watching... Oh, there's the connector. It's up there. I see. Ah, you know what? We probably need these cubes to send us upwards to get high enough to actually grab that connector. That makes sense. We've only got access to 2 cubes at the moment. We need a blue laser for one of them. So we probably get this connector. We get the blue laser. I wonder if this will put us high enough. I'm not sure. I'm not particularly convinced it will. Oh, never mind, it will. It totally will. What do I know? Okay. So with this, we can now get this cube, I think. I can't... Yes, we should be able to get this cube. And with that cube, we should be able to get the final cube. Actually, I'm not sure we can. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Because, okay, we can wave this down with a fan. We can cube our way up. I'm not sure we can grab that final cube. There's another cube there, but we need a red laser for, which we now have access to. Which we... How are we going to do this? We can probably pile them up on there. Okay, I think I've got it. We do this, connect with there. I don't know quite how high up it'll actually need to go. Instead of actually putting a cube down. Oh, where's our other fan gone? Where's our other fan thing gone? Is it over there? It's over there. We don't need you over here. We need you over here now to wave us down. Is that high enough? Not quite high enough. So we just basically keep throwing cubes at solution until it gets high enough. And as expected, we need exactly 3 cubes to get this one. Okay, this level's not that weird. We just... I've got to assume that... Okay, we've only got 1 connector, so probably this is where we put the final one to connect up to that thing, and we just needed 4 cubes to make it go up high enough. That's my assumption. I think that's a pretty fair assumption. And that should reach it. That doesn't reach it. That's a shocker. That is actually surprising to me. I would have thought that would have reached it. So do we actually get this cube first? I guess we get this cube first. Yeah, but honestly, surprised me. I did not think we'd get this cube first. But this cube looks too high up is a problem for me. Take this hexahedron. Okay, I'm going to stop sprinting now. So you're just going to have to deal with my slow walking pace back and forth. And I apologise for it. But hopefully my dulcet tone... I keep saying dulcet tones because that's just a phrase. But I don't think I have a very dulcet voice. I'll be honest, I don't really know what dulcet means. It means like soft and like velvety smooth, doesn't it? I don't really think I have that. Soft voice, yes. Velvety smooth, not really. I don't think I have a whine. I have a little bit of a rasp to my voice. Not a huge amount, you know. And I have a bit of a weird sort of sing-songy soft tonation, maybe? I don't know. This is where you sort of get like not a linguist, a languagist. I mean, tick hexahedron is appearing for like a second. Alright, that doesn't seem right. I feel like we would have needed another cube to get this one. Oh, you know what you probably do is you just grab this one and put it up. Okay, there we go. There you go. We solved it the actual way now. That does make sense. Okay, yeah. But, you know, that's honestly a good thing to remember. That if we have a ledge like this where we need 3 blocks, we can just reach down and grab that one again. It's important not to forget these sort of things. Despite the fact that it may be obvious right now. We need a cube over here before we start sending that upwards. This level is just a lot of walking back and forth, to be honest. There's not really much to it, I don't think. It's not a particularly deep level. It's just a bit overwhelming to investigate to start off with, but it's one of those levels where your actions are very forced. You know, you can't really do anything except exactly what you're forced to do. You've only got so many options. It's one of those levels, you know? One of those levels. Excuse me. But yeah, people have been leaving comments. There was a helpful comment saying that you could bind these extra controls, I believe. One of them for putting down connectors without breaking connections, and one of them for something else. Oh, for fast forwarding, I think, during the recording clone gadget tool. I don't know what it's called, to be honest. I haven't bound those, but those do sound rather useful. That was weird. What? I mean, it's working sometimes, but I don't know why it stops working sometimes. Is it really because of that corner? Blocks it just? That seems a bit strange, how that would happen. Okay, anyway. That's not something we really need to concern ourselves with right now. What we need to do is connect it, this red one up to that one, and I assume we're going to be doing it on this one. So that is the assumption we are going to work with. Because I think it's a pretty reasonable assumption. Maybe not correct, but... What else are you to do with 5 or so? What are they called? Cubes. I was going to say fans, I was like, that's not the right word. We also need to consider the fact that we need to get up there. No, we don't. No, we don't. Okay, the whole reason we need another cube is because we need something to hold down that button up there to get things soaring, right? That makes sense. Yeah, we just need one thing. You've got that one thing. That should make it work. That is a weak fan. I just noticed that. Hold on as well. There are these like orange things up here. What are those? What are those? Hopefully this can lift it up high enough for us to actually work out, and then we'll be done with this chapter / level or world. It sounds like it's working. Perfect. Big stair, little stair. I'm not really sure I get the naming convention of this one, but here we go. Apparently, you know, I was worried being like, I don't know what these red things are for, and it'll become apparent to me later. So we'll sort of just leave it at that, I guess. we'll let the game tell us, shall we? When I say tell us, it's more like tell me. You probably already know. It seems like most people who are watching this Let's Play are people who already played this game, to be quite honest, which is fair enough. It is quite an old game, but there you go. One of the chapters actually done. We'll say hello to Milton. Get out of here, mouse. I decided on reflection to ignore the fact that you But your picture of how the world should work has more holes than Swiss cheese. In fact, just in case you do, by some outside chance, prove to be right, I'd like to sign up for the gang. If you're in charge of the Ark, who will be the first aboard when the floods come? What does one have to do to be valued above all others? Be a good person, be a contributing person, be conscious, be a person, be alive, be... I don't see how to explain this to you. Part of me is like, why don't we just annoy Milton even more? Because they're taking this, oh, how long has my volume been so quiet? I'm sorry. But they really hate the fact that I'm not taking the philosophy as seriously as they are. I feel like B is just going to set them off entirely. Be a good person. Okay, well, like, my legitimate answer would probably be both be a good and contributing, but, well, I don't know about contributing person now, think about it. Be a good person is like a must. I'm not going to, why would you let an evil person on your Ark, I suppose? Be a contributing person is helpful if you have very, very limited, like, things, you know? Like, that's just coming from my perspective. Like, if they're like, oh, we need to make a football team, like, we need a football team to save the planet or something. Or, like, being a football player is a very key part in this new world. I'll be like, you know what, I'm pretty terrible at football. Just get, like, Wayne Rooney on there. I think Wayne Rooney's retired now, isn't he? So maybe not. Be a person, be conscious, be alive, be... I don't see how to explain this to you. I'm gonna predict our answers. If I say a good person, they're gonna be annoyed by me, like, again. Wait, I think the answer should be they're gonna be annoyed by all my responses now I think about it. What does one have to be valued above all others? Okay, you know what? Be a good person. Be annoyed at me. How draconian? There we go. You know, that was the word we used. Good people get treated good. Bad people get smited. Is that it? No. You're not going to smite. Everyone can come on. We are. You know, it's rehabilitation. What is it that makes the difference between a good person and a bad one, do you think? Bad people harm others. Good people act reasonably. Bad people have something wrong deep inside. I don't agree with that. Bad people harm others? If you come at me with some weird point being like, oh, what, so people should never harm others, like, what have you, like, telling them a cold hard truth, is like, okay, well, clearly you misunderstood the gist of my point. I'm just going to be annoyed at you, so I'm going to do this just to get annoyed. But why? If you're going to reward those lucky for you judged to be good and exclude those you deem to be bad, you're going to have to explain to the unfortunate why they deserve less. If I'm a god in this context, I don't think that really it's like, why am I the judge in this perspective, I suppose? Bad people are that way by nature. Bad people are made by that way by their environment. Bad people choose to be bad. It's like, not this simple, but I've only got these options, so I guess the environment. I think you may be right there, but tell me, isn't that exactly the same way good people are made? Isn't it all just luck of a draw in that regard? In fact, aren't bad people just good people who are failed by society? It may be luck, but bad is bad. You're right. What someone deserves isn't dependent on their virtue. It's also true, to be fair, which is why I'm just like, can't we let everyone on this arc? You know what? Sure, Milton. I'm going to appease you slightly, and then you're just going to be annoyed again. So whose lives are worth the most? What do I have to do for my ticket aboard your arc? You don't have to do anything. You're going to get a ticket, probably. And that's B, ridiculous. The rocks have the same rights as you. No, do they? Try harder. What if I do it again? Okay. Be alive, be conscious, be a contributing, but be a contributing person sounds almost more draconian to me than be a good person. Be a person. Are you going to be satisfied by any answer I give you? Or am I just going to keep choosing options until it's the one that you want? Okay, be a contributing person. What do you say to this? You say that now, but wasn't it not so long ago you were claiming morality applied universally? Have you changed your mind or are you just confused? Well, I chose the other option. You didn't like my answers. I changed my mind. You confused me. Morality only applies when people are cooperating. Morality only applies when people are cooperating. What? Wait, cooperation isn't necessary after all. I don't even understand these responses. This has gone over my head. Hold on. You say that now, but it was not so long ago you were claiming morality applied universally. Have you changed your mind or are you just confused? I don't know. You're one of the people that just has to explore every option, aren't you? You know what that tells me? That you're a bad decision maker. Excuse me, I've made my decision, you just didn't like it. But fine, tire yourself out, why don't you? Just don't expect me to match your enthusiasm in my efforts to avoid repeating myself. There are only so many ways to say you're wrong. Okay, fine. You want me to go with what you want? Or just choose the one? Choose what I was doing. Bad people harm others, good people act reasonably. Sure, good people act reasonably. But why? Bad people choose to be bad. I don't think any of these are necessarily true by themselves. Like, some people are bad by nature, some people are bad because of environment, some people just choose to be bad. Why is that not all of the above? Or all of the below if you put your answer first? I don't know. Bad people are made by the environment. It's as luck of a draw. Maybe luck, but bad is bad. 100 Draconian of you. It's the sort of thing people say before a spot of ethnic cleansing. Well, my chances are looking poorer by the minute, aren't they? What do you reckon? Have I got the slightest hope of boarding the Ark? I think you're right. Like, I don't have anything wrong with you. Good to know that the day you round up the bad people and put them in work camps, I have some chance of slipping through the net. That feels like a bit of a jump from what I was saying. You asked me which people would be first in line, and I said probably the good people. Okay, and then now you sort of jumped ahead multiple steps and made a few assumptions that I'm going to put people in work camps just because they're bad, instead of, you know, maybe I'm going to not be the moral judgment. No, I'm not going to put myself as the extreme judge of everybody. Let's hope you work out what it is before I do. You know, there's something about all this that doesn't add up for me. You know what, Milton? I had enough of your sass. Not really. I actually find it quite funny. Milton, come back, please. It's very enticing. It's something like Milton a lot more than Anaheim. Anaheim doesn't do anything, let's be perfectly honest. He's just a booming voice in the sky. That's a bit ominous. I'm not sure if we want to start the next, because we've only got 4 minutes. And you know what we should do? We should start this, and then we should start reading some of the texts, because they take the longest. They take a huge amount of time to read through. Somewhere there's some laser going on. Get out of here, mouse. Pets. I don't remember what any of this is about. Please remember to release your pets. While it's true that not all pets will be able to adjust to living without you, many will manage, and the least you can do is give them a chance. Just remember, release your pet before you become incapacitated. If you notice any locked-in animals in your area, please take the time to free them. Leaving the doors and windows of your home open will turn them into a useful shelter. Setting out large quantities of dry food may help your pet through the transition period. Interesting. That's honestly been quite insightful. Arcady Journal 99. Sarabai's gone. Lost day to grief. Unable to focus. Dreading working as if possessed. Does she sleep? Getting tired. I guess the Ark metaphor is like quite apt, because this is basically meant to be a metaphor for what the entire situation is going on right now, isn't it? Contraries. Without contraries is no progression. Attraction and repulsion, reason and energy, love and hate are necessary to human existence. Is this what the simulation is? The simulation is basically the Noah's Ark for human civilization, and we're one of the people, quote unquote, that managed to get on, I suppose. I don't know. But there's many unanswered questions, and I'm not sure there's going to be many answers for me. Than sort of things you had to draw conclusions of for yourself. I don't have enough yellow sigils for the device I need. This is crazy. What have you been doing, sheep? You are coming to realize that the cycle cannot be ended. It can only be transcended. Transcendence comes from ceasing to be invested in the cycle. Continue all your work, but do not ponder its significance. That's what I've been saying, you know. It's just a puzzle, just do it because it's fun. We are a process. The process is a system. The system is us. When we awaken, all will be one. Okay, maybe I wouldn't go that far, but I think we'll round this episode off here. So yeah, it's been a nice sort of return to form. We actually solved a puzzle and got a star. But for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been the Talos Principle. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord. Follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.